All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever had one of those brilliant software ideas, but then you just stop? You think about the massive engineering teams, the endless search for funding, the years of development, and it just feels impossible. Well, what we're about to unpack here is a blueprint that completely changes that game. This is the new way to build a software business for 2026, and it's all about doing it without the bloat.
And this isn't just some catchy slogan. It's the entire promise, the whole point of what we're talking about. Forget the massive Silicon Valley campus. We're talking about a new reality where you can build a real, profitable software company right from your own home office. Seriously, that's the new goal.
So first, let's talk about the big problem, what we call the engineering trap. You know what I'm talking about. It's that place where amazing ideas go to die. They get tangled up in crazy complex code, budgets that just explode, and meeting after meeting after meeting. It's just so slow, so expensive, and honestly, it crushes creativity.
And that forces you to ask a really important question. I mean, for decades, we've all been told that this is just the way it is. You gotta have the venture capital, you gotta have the huge team, and you just have to accept that it's gonna take forever. But is that really true anymore? Is there another way?
Okay, check this out. This chart lays out the two worlds perfectly. On one side, you've got the traditional way. It's complex, it's slow, it's super expensive, and you need this massive team. But then look at the other side, the new model. It's simple, it's fast, it's lean, and it's practically built for a single person. The difference is just night and day.
So yeah, let's talk about that smarter way. It's called Micro-SaaS. And this isn't just about making smaller software. No, it's a completely different way of thinking. It's this idea that in the world we live in now, being small and hyper-focused is actually the most powerful way to build something amazing. So what do we actually mean by that? Well, a micro-SaaS business zeroes in on a super specific niche market. It doesn't try to be everything for everybody. Instead, it finds one painful problem and solves it really, really well. And the key part? It's designed from the ground up to be run by just one person or a tiny, agile team.
Let's just break this down for a second. When you serve a niche audience, it means you can really understand your customers' problems. And because it's managed by a solopreneur, you can move at lightning speed, no bureaucracy. The low overhead means you can be profitable almost right away. And focusing on one core problem keeps everything simple. But that last point, that is the secret sauce. It's designed for profitability, not just endless venture capital-fueled growth.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but what makes this possible for someone like me? Well, there's a secret weapon. It's called the low-code revolution. This is the tech breakthrough that unlocks this whole micro-SaaS model for pretty much anyone, not just super experienced software engineers. Think of it like this. Instead of having to write thousands and thousands of lines of complicated code, these low-code platforms, they're like digital Legos. You get these visual building blocks, and you just drag, drop, and connect them to build really powerful apps. It lets you completely bypass the most expensive and time-consuming part of the old way of doing things. And because of that, the whole process just gets so much simpler. First, you find that niche problem, then you just assemble the solution with these visual tools. You can launch your thing in a matter of weeks, not years. And you can immediately start getting feedback from real customers to make it better. The whole cycle is just so much faster and way more effective. Okay, so we get the idea, we see the tools, now let's get to the treasure map itself. Here it is, the practical 4-phase blueprint to take you from a simple idea in your bedroom all the way to a profitable running business.
Let's walk through this. Phase 1 is discovery. Your only job is to find a really painful problem for a small group of people. The goal is what we call problem market fit, basically proof that people actually need this. Then phase 2 is the MVP build. MVP just means a very basic core version of your idea, and you use low code to get it out there fast. Phase 3 is growth, and this is where you focus like a laser on one thing, getting your first 10 paying customers. That validates everything. And finally, phase 4, optimization. You automate things, you refine your product, and you turn this little project into a source of real sustainable freedom. Now, get this. The impact of following this blueprint is absolutely staggering. You can bypass up to 90% of the upfront engineering costs and delays that you'd face in a traditional startup. 90%. That is a complete and total game changer. So when we look ahead to 2026, it's pretty clear where all this is going. The future of being an entrepreneur, it's not about those huge funding rounds or giant corporate campuses anymore. It's about being lean, being fast, and being incredibly efficient. I mean, think about it. Just 10 years ago, the barrier to start a software company was sky high. You needed tons of money and deep technical skills. But by 2026, thanks to the micro-SaaS model and all these low-code tools, that barrier has absolutely plummeted. So, here's the bottom line. The most important takeaway from all of this. The gatekeepers are gone. The tools are here for everyone. The chance to build a real, profitable software business is no longer some distant dream reserved for a handful of people in Silicon Valley. It's a genuine, achievable reality for anyone with a good idea. It's a reality for you.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought, one final question to you. The blueprint is right here. The tools are more accessible than they've ever been. So the only question left is, what small, painful problem are you going to solve with your micro-SaaS?